Here's something most people miss. There is no one single diet for everyone. There just isn't. Every one of us is different. Genetically, hormonally, emotionally, metabolically. That's what we call bio-individuality. Think about it. A pregnant woman doesn't have the same nutrient needs as a teenage boy. A menopausal woman requires different support than a young athlete. Even stress, sleep, and disease, it changes how we absorb nutrients. It really does. So when we talk about nutrition, it's never just about the food. It's about how your body uses the food. Now let's zoom in, way in to the cellular level. Because when you think about it, you're really just a collection of trillions of cells, right? You are. And for every single one of those cells to thrive, it needs three things. One is nutrients, second would be oxygen, and third is the ability to detoxify. If even one of those is missing, maybe you're not getting enough nutrients, or your detox pathways are sluggish, and your cells, they start to suffer. And when your cells struggle, so does your energy, your mood, and your long-term health. So in this video, we're going to focus on that first pillar, nutrients. Let's start with macronutrients, which are the nutrients your body needs in large amounts. They're your main source of energy and the raw materials for growth and repair. There are three main types. You've got protein, carbohydrates, and fat. Now with protein, it makes up your muscles, your hair, nails, ligaments, and enzymes. Basically, it's everywhere. Your body uses tiny molecules. They're called amino acids to build these proteins. Some amino acids are essential, meaning you get them from food. Others, your body can make on its own. But keep in mind, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, combining different plant foods can help create a complete protein profile, things like rice and beans or hummus and pita. So let's also then talk about carbs. We love our carbohydrates, right? It's your body's preferred quick energy source. When you eat bread, pasta, or rice, your body breaks it down into glucose, which does fuel your cells. But here's where it gets kind of tricky. Not all carbs are equal. They're really not. We have simple carbs, which digest quickly and can spike the blood sugar. And then there's more complex carbs, which digest slowly. And they give you a more stable energy. And don't forget fiber. It's a form of carbohydrate that your body doesn't digest, but really needs. Soluble fiber is a form in things like oats and apples. It's going to help manage blood sugar. And then there's insoluble fiber, which is from veggies and whole grains, which keeps your digestion moving smoothly. And finally, let's talk about fat, one of the most misunderstood nutrients. For decades, fat was demonized, but fat is essential for hormone production, cell membrane structure, and long-lasting energy. 1 gram of fat gives you a lot of energy, more than twice the energy of proteins and carbs. It's your body's slow burning fuel. It's like the difference between throwing a bunch of dry leaves on a fire. Who's had a bonfire, right? And you throw on the dry leaves and it, right? It's gone in a second. Versus a solid log that burns steadily for hours, okay? Healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, and omega-3 rich fatty fish are powerful allies for your brain, your skin, and your heart. Now that we've covered the big stuff, let's go micro. Micronutrients are the vitamins and the minerals that your body needs in small amounts, but they have a huge impact. Vitamins act as coenzymes, the little spark plugs, right, that help your body's enzymes run chemical reactions like energy production, detoxification, and tissue repair. We divide them into two subgroups: fat-soluble vitamins, which are like A, D, E, and K. They're stored in your fat cells for long-term use. And then there's water-soluble vitamins, C and B vitamins, which are used up quickly and then flushed out through your urine. So like if you take a B supplement, you're probably going to see a yellow tint in your urine because your body will only absorb what it needs and flush out the rest. That's why consistency matters. You can't just eat well once and expect results. Your body needs those nutrients regularly to perform at its best. So let's talk about minerals, which is one of them. Minerals are equally essential, but your body cannot make them. They come straight from the earth through the food we eat. We have major minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium, which your body needs in larger amounts. And then there's trace minerals like zinc, selenium, and iodine, which you only need a tiny amount, but that still plays a massive role in immunity, metabolism, and hormone balance. Super important. Here's something fascinating. The mineral content of our food depends entirely on the quality of the soil it's grown in, right? In regions where the soil is rich in selenium, cancer rates are lower. Where it's depleted, they're higher. That's why soil health and ultimately food quality is human health. Now let's move beyond nutrients to the colorful world of phytochemicals and antioxidants. Phytochemicals are plant compounds that protect the plant and us from damage by bacteria, fungi, or viruses. Think of the rich pigments in berries, greens, and herbs. They're more than just pretty, they're powerful. Antioxidants, on the other hand, they protect our cells from oxidation, the same process that makes a sliced apple turn brown. In the body, oxidation creates free radicals that can damage cells and accelerate aging and disease. But foods high in antioxidants like blueberries, cacao, leafy greens, they help to neutralize those free radicals and keep our cells youthful and resilient. I also want to touch on superfoods. Where do they come in? Superfoods are simply foods extremely dense in nutrients and antioxidants relative to their calories. They help fill in gaps, boost cellular health, and enhance detoxification and energy production. They are really important. So in these videos, we're going to hear from experts. I'll share some of their wisdom with you, like David Wolfe or different gurus in the health industry, and they dive deeper into which superfoods have the most potent effect for your vitality and longevity. So let's recap. True health, it isn't about chasing fads. It's not. Or cutting out entire food groups. Not needed. It's about understanding what your unique body needs and then giving it the right nutrients in the right amounts. When you feed your cells well, you're literally feeding your energy, your mood, your immune system, and your longevity. So next time you sit down to eat, ask yourself, really, I want you to stop and ask yourself, am I giving my cells what they need to thrive? Because when you start thinking about nutrition on a cellular level, everything changes. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who's passionate about health, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos to help you build vibrant, sustainable health from the inside out. See you in the next one.